Morning. This live stream today is a yin and yang practice. So it'd be helpful to have a blanket or something to sit on. And if you have 2 blocks. So we'll start seated. So just finding any comfortable seated position that works for you. Sitting up on something if you like. And then close your eyes down or just look towards the floor, resting your hands on your lap or your thighs. And draw your attention to your breath. And in particular, really pay attention to the feeling of your breath. The sensations in your chest, in your belly. We have a word in yoga, it's called drishti, which is to say a focus point, something to anchor your attention to. And for today's practice, the focus is your body fully as a whole. So feel into your body. Notice and observe the sensations that are arising for you right now. And it's possible that your mind has something to say about the various experience you're having here or perhaps in the past. Just see if you can relax your mind and bring your attention to the feeling of your body. And you may have to do that a few times, 10 times, 100 times within a class. What's important is that you come back. And as you're with your body here, feel the connection your body has to the ground, the floor you're on. And see if you can relax your weight into the floor. So there's a softening of the sit bones, the legs. It's released downward with gravity. And then feel the whole shape of your body, the form of your body, the outer layer, your skin. And then take a few deep breaths. Just to alert yourself a little. And then if you like, you can keep your eyes closed or open your eyes. From here we come to our first Yin Pose. So you can stay sitting up on something if it's not too high. And bring the soles of your feet together out in front of you. So your knees are splayed out. We come into a forward fold. So early in the morning, the depth you take is not important. It never is. So just leaning forward, really from the groin, from the hips, and just placing your hands in a place that's comfortable for you. So 3 minutes in this pose. Just for the first few seconds, keep your head up so that don't drop it down yet. And then come back to your focus, your body as a whole. And what this does, when we pay attention to our body, we settle the mind and we come into the present moment. Because your body doesn't exist anywhere else. If you want to now, you can round forward, let your head come down. Maybe you want to close your eyes. Just helps to kind of keep that internal focus. And keep yourself with how the body feels. Perhaps the hips are a little more prominent in sensation here. And if you notice that there's tension building in the body, then see if you can relax that. And feel the sensations right directly, so not the thoughts you have about them or the wish that it would be something else or that you might be deeper in your pose. But just the immediate experience of your flesh and bone. And noticing of what it's like for your body to be in this shape. And then just slowly wind your way back up. Keep the structure of the legs. We do a little bit more of a yang movement next. But just coming upright for a moment. Just settling upright. Then we come to a side bend. So walk your right arm out to the right. It can be flat palmed or up on your fingertips. And then leaning over to the right, keep the chest forward and the left side of the ribs pointing to the left. And then inhale, bring your left arm up. And exhale, bring it down. So just keeping the chest forward, that's what's important here. Inhale, bring that left arm up. And exhale, lower it down. We just keep moving with the left arm, add a little bit more muscle engagement here. So keeping that left arm moving, inhaling up and exhaling down. With your right hand on the floor, really push into the ground. You kind of might feel that your left sit bone grounds a little more. And then turn your head up towards your left arm. So you're looking up towards your left arm. And you can bring your head back to neutral once the arm comes down. So we inhale, the left arm comes up, turn your head towards the left arm, push through the right hand. Exhale, lower it down, return the head to neutral. 2 more times, push through the right hand, inhale, left arm up, look up. Exhale, draw it down. Last one on the side. And then slowly bring yourself up, just pausing in the center. And then taking that left arm out. So fingertips or flat palmed. Keep your chest pointing forward. And we start with everything just simple first. Inhale, bring that right arm up. And exhale, bring it down. Inhale up. And exhale down. So if you like, you can close your eyes and we keep that focus internally. So keeping that right arm moving up and down, feel the connection of your left hand to the floor. Push into the ground with your left hand. Keep that action in the left hand. And then option as you're inhaling, right arm comes up and you turn your head to look at your right arm, even if your eyes are closed. And then exhale, bring it down and the head comes back to a neutral position. Inhale, right arm up. And head turns towards the arm. Keep pushing through the bottom hand and really feel that connection to the floor through the hand. And as you push into the floor, notice what that does to your hips, grounding a little further through the sit bones. 2 more. And then slowly coming up, just pausing in the center. Inhale, float your arms up to the sky, and exhale, twist to the left. Left hand behind you, right hand onto the left knee. Draw the belly back and lift your chest forward, not your ribs, your chest. Inhale here. Exhale, unwind, float your arms up again. Inhaling at the top and exhaling, twisting to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand onto the right leg. Draw the belly back. Keep the ribs in, but puff the chest forward slightly. Keep the breath flowing. Keep your focus with your body. Exhale, unwind, float your arms up. Inhale in the middle. And exhale, twisting to the left. Press the sit bones down. If you're working with soles of the feet together still, push the soles of your feet together. On your next exhale, come back to center, float your arms up. And exhale, twisting to the right, last side. Draw the belly in, lift the spine. Keep your neck free. Press the feet together. And feel sensations that this shape creates. Exhale, unwind, keep your hands down, coming back to center. You can bring your legs together and just give them a shake. And then ensuring you're now with the orientation of your mat, bring your hands behind you, whether that be with your fingers pointing away to the side or forward. Just make sure it's in a position that feels comfortable for you. Bring a firm attention with your feet to the floor. So lift your toes up. Push down through your heels, toe ball mound, your pinky mound. And then in a moment, as you inhale, you lift your hips up, doesn't matter how high. And then exhale, lower your hips down. Just go with your own rhythm here. It's a reverse tabletop. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, lower them down. You can do it eyes closed or not. Inhale, hips come up. Exhale, lower down. If you find it's too much on your wrists, you can come down onto your forearms. A little bit less of a lift, but less pressure on the wrists. And just over time, maybe seeing if you get higher in your hip lift. If the sensations intensify or detensify. Last one here, inhaling up. And then as you exhale, bring yourself down. We come back into a Yin Pose. So extend your left leg out in front of you and bring the sole of the right foot in towards your left thigh. So your right knee is out to the side. You can spread your sit bones apart here. Sitting up on something again if you find that helpful. And you can have your extended leg engaged or relaxed. Just find what feels best for you. Place your hands in front of you, inhale. And then as you exhale again from the hips, you tip forward, like you're folding in half. 2 minutes here. So make it as relaxed as you can. If you want the head to drop forward and that feels okay for your neck and your upper back, go ahead. If you need support under your right bent knee, go ahead. The main tenet of a yoga pose is that you come into a shape, you stay a while, and you watch it unfold in your body. So the feelings that arise, the sensations that come about. So you're not trying to get anywhere. And come back to this drishti, this focus of feeling your entire body. Sensations of your skin. The feeling of your inner body. And if you get quiet enough, you might start to feel your body has this kind of pulsing rhythm, this tingling sensation, feeling of being alive. And then once again, slowly walk yourself up. You keep the legs as they are, but if you're sitting on something, you may want to remove it. You can keep your eyes closed if you want. Bring your right hand behind you, so you're really feeling a firm connection of your right hand into the floor. And push into the ground with that and feel the rebound of that. There's a lift in the side body, the shoulder comes onto the back. Just pause for a breath here. And then as you next inhale, lift your left arm up, pushing through the floor through your right hand, lift your hips again. Except you're in a different shape this time. That left foot can be on the floor, the heel can be on the floor. And really lift your chest up. Inhale deep. And exhale, unwind, bring yourself back down. Take a moment to twist to your left, right hand on the left leg, left hand behind you. Exhale, unwind, twisting to the other side, right hand behind you, left hand on the right knee or leg. And unwind. And we switch sides. So extend your right leg out, coming back to sitting on something if you're finding that useful. And draw your left leg in. Sole of the foot to the right thigh. Relaxing through the right leg or keeping it engaged. Lifting the spine. And then again, from the hips, as you exhale, take yourself forward. However deep you go. I place my hand underneath my calf because it brings some ease into my knee. Closing down the eyes, letting the head come forward if you like. And come back to your body as a whole. Feeling what's here now. And don't think about it. Unhook the mind, ungrip the mind's need to do anything or create a story about what's going on. Really focus on the sensations you feel. Your immediate experience. And slowly winding your way up. Pausing at the top. We do the same as on the other side. So again, you might want to remove what you're sitting on. The left hand now comes back behind you. And you really want to feel that there's a pressure of that hand into the floor so you can really easily lean into it. Take a breath here. Reach that right arm up. And then as you inhale, you push down through the left hand and lift the hips. Lifting from the chest, reaching through the right arm. Exhale, come down. And again, twist over to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand on the right leg. And then our mind twisting to the left. Release. Extend both feet back out in front of you. And we come back to a few more of our reverse tabletop positions. So place your feet on the ground. Hands behind you, placing your fingers in any direction that feels stable for you. And then as you inhale, push your feet down, not your toes, the soles of your feet. And then inhale, lift the hips. And exhale, come down. So you can close your eyes here and really pay attention to the feeling of your body moving through the space. The breath lifting you up and bringing you back down. And then exhale, lower down. Extend your legs out. Come and lie down on your back for a moment. This is just a short rebound. So lying on your back. Just take a moment to observe what the class has done so far. for your body. And then from here, just roll over onto your stomach. And come into a few Cobra Flows. So you'll bring your hands back. So they're more or less underneath your shoulders, around about the chest line. And they can be far out or close in. Put your forehead to the floor and connect to your feet. So really creating a sense that the tops of the feet are pushing down. And then bring your attention to the front of your pelvis, your groin. Press it into the floor and see if you can feel your lower belly lift slightly. And then as you next inhale, keeping all of that, feet and pelvis, lift your chest up to your cobra. Inhaling fully to the top. And then exhale, make your way back down. So we keep flowing. Inhale to come up. Exhale to come down. While we keep the engagement through the legs, the feet are firm. And the lower belly is lifting slightly. Keep the shoulders free from the ears. And again, feel your body moving through space. And not just one part, the whole of it. Your whole body connected and whole. And then slowly make your way down. Propping your forehead on your hands for a moment, or turn your head to one side. Just sway your hips left and right. And then we come to a thigh stretch. So you can just prop yourself up on your left forearm. Bend your right knee. And then reach your right hand back. And see if it's there, the foot is there to meet your hand. Don't worry about it so much if it's not. And push the foot into the hand and let the thigh lift up off the floor. And keep the breath flowing. So while we are not moving, this is a Yang pose. There's a lot of activity going on in the muscles. So come back to feeling your body fully as a whole, not just the intensity of your right leg here, but the whole experience. Breathing in and out. And then exhale, release the right leg, come back to your forehead on your hands or your head turned to the opposite side. And then prop yourself up on your right arm. Bend the left knee and reach the left hand back towards the left foot. It may not meet it, and that's okay. Push the foot into the hand if it's there. See if the thigh can come off the floor. Keep that sense of the pelvis pushing down and the lower belly lifting. Finding the inflow and outflow of your breath and feeling your body as a whole. Last breath here. And exhale, release. Shake the legs. Bring your hands under your shoulders and press yourself back to your tabletop. So you're on hands and knees. From here, step your right foot forward. This may be a moment where you like to have blocks under your hands. So this is a short yin pose. We're not here for long, so try and take advantage of the capacity to be still. So your right leg is forward and your left leg is back. Hips are moving forward and down. And connect into your body. Can help to feel its connection to the floor in this pose. You're welcome to stay down with your hands towards the floor here, or bring your hands up onto your front thigh and push your hands into the front thigh. So there's this sense that you're leaning back through your upper body, squeezing around the sit bones. So now we're moving into the more yang variation here. And then the last step for this shape is to take your arms back behind you and see if you can interlace them, and then lengthen your hands down towards the floor and draw your shoulders back. Keep pushing through the front foot and squeezing through the sit bones. Follow the cycle of your breath and observe your body. Exhale, release your hands forward. Take your right leg back and switch legs. Bring your left foot forward. So we come to our yin variation here. So dragon pose, low lunge. Hands down first, whether that's on blocks or on the floor. Blocks on either side of the foot or inside the foot. Just taking that conscious moment to settle. And find your body. And then if you're going in that direction, place your hands up now on your front thigh and push into the thigh. So there's this leaning back. And then finally here, hands behind you, interlacing. So if you can put the opposite finger on top this time. If it feels awkward, then that's the opposite hand, opposite finger on top. So really lengthening the arms down, really noticing it's the chest that's lifting, but your belly and ribs stay in. One more breath here. And then exhale, bring your hands down. Bring your left leg back next to your right, and then come up onto your knees. So you could put a blanket under your knees for padding if you like. Bring your blocks back if you're working with them. And then just feeling the tops of the feet and the shins connected to the ground. Settling there. If it feels better for you, you can tuck your toes. And then bring your hands up to your chest. So you can have your palms together here, or just rest palm on palm to your chest. We're heading towards camel. We'll slowly build on it. So as you inhale, lift your chest up into your hands. Keep your belly and ribs in. And again, inhale, lift up into your hands, draw your shoulders back. And then from here, just see if there's a little leaning back that you can do. So it's like your whole front body moves back a little bit. Lift the chest into the hands. Keep the breath flowing. Exhale, come forward for a moment. Release your hands. And just come and sit back on your heels. Just pausing for a breath before we do it again. And then come back up onto your knees. Come back with the placement of your hands at your chest. Inhale, lift the chest up into the hands, and you can really look up this time. Squeeze your thighs together and then tilt your bum down, your tailbone down towards the floor. Keep lifting the chest into the hands as you inhale, and then see if you can lean back more, and maybe you reach your right hand down to the block or to your foot, or you can place it on your hip. So you're leaning back here. Keep squeezing the thighs and tilting the tailbone down. You can reach up through your left arm as a final point here. Deep inhale. Exhale, come back to the front. Sit back on your heels again. And then inhale, rise back up, last side. Palms together at your chest. Lift the chest into the hands and then connect to the ground through your legs. Squeeze your thighs together and then tilt your tailbone down towards the floor. And that'll bring a little more engagement to your hips. Inhale, lifting the chest up into the hands, taking that left arm back if you like, and then reach that right arm up. Keep lifting the chest and squeezing through the legs. If you'd like to do full camel, you can bring your right hand down, either to your blocks or to the floor, your feet. Inhale. Exhale, release. Place the blocks to the side. Lower your hips to your heels. Take your knees out wide. And we find our final Yin Pose, Child's Pose. So place your arms out in front of you. Let your forehead come to the floor, towards the floor. If it doesn't reach, put a block under your head or your blanket. And settle here. Feel your body as a whole again. Really drawing your attention to your inner world. Try and create some relaxation through your shoulders and your back, just by letting it settle down. And it's really this matter of paying attention to yourself. And then slowly walking your hands back, coming upright, just swinging your legs out from under you, and come to lie down on your back. And you can give your knees a final hug in towards your chest. Maybe you want to extend them up and just give them a shake. Maybe the arms as well. And then you can release your legs down and come into your Shavasana, your relaxation. You might want to use your blanket that you've been sitting on or the blocks you use, popping them underneath your thighs. I'll show you that. Just to give the lower back a little bit of support. Closing down the eyes and coming back to what you feel. The floor you're lying on and the connections you have to the ground. Feeling of your skin connected to the air around you. Your whole body. Sensations of your whole body. Inside and out. You can gradually guide your attention back now. Once again, feeling your connection to the floor and relax into it. Feeling the sensations of the air around you. And start to deepen your breath. Increasing the stimulation in your body through moving your fingers and your toes. And then when you're ready, just rolling onto one side, pausing in a fetal position. Gradually pressing yourself up to a seat. And arriving in your seat, bringing your palms together at your chest. And just feeling that you're alive right now. There's nothing you need to do to attain that. It just is. Namaste. Have a good day.